bay. Keep the bay and keep all the problems at bay. Yes, I'm going to speak about the bay leaf, the Tej Patta. It is called the Laurus nobilis. This is its botanical name, and I think in Indonesia it is called Syzygium polyanthum. Yes, this is the botanical name for our bay leaf. Most of you must be using it in your countries in the cuisine. Okay, when you're cooking, you must be using the bay leaves for sure. You will tell me which country you belong to and in what kind of cuisine, in what kind of dishes do you add bay leaves, okay? Because in Asia, in India, basically we use it when we are cooking vegetables, meats, soups, and in France we use it for the bouquet garni that we call when we are using sauce based, when we are cooking something that is sauce based. Bay leaves, they are used for treating digestive tract problems, that if you have a lot of gas or bloating of the stomach also, then the best thing that you can do is that you brew up a tea with bay leaves and add a little bit of cinnamon to it, okay, and just boil it nicely. An infusion you create, or even in your tea you can put it, and then afterwards you just, after you've had a very heavy meal, you just have this kind of a nice infusion or a mild tea in the afternoon also after a meal, okay, and then it will just help you to feel lighter in your tummy, and it helps the tummy because it's very good in order to promote good digestion. This is what is believed about the bay leaf. Then again, in the bay leaf also, you have to know that there are two types of bay leaves, because there is a look-alike of this one also, okay. It looks like this, okay, in the nature, and you will feel, wow, this is the bay leaf, because in France we have our the hedge that is made up of the bay also, but this is not the bay leaf that you can use it for cooking, okay. Well, these bay leaves, what makes them so special for us, medically speaking, and mood wise also? Now, for example, I still have that memory is entering into a house where there is a kind of housewarming ceremony and all, and I was like, when I used to enter there, that kind of a fragrance, and this was the fragrance of the bay leaf. And what is this fragrance? It's very aromatic and very fragrant leaf. And what is so fragrant and what is so nice about it is that it has the essential oils in it. The essential oils, like eucalyptal terpenes, this is inside of it. So voila, so this has those essential oils in it, and when you put them into the oil, okay, and when it starts to that oil, in the oil it will start releasing those aromatic and fragrant flavors, okay, and then when you're cooking your rice in it, then it imparts this to the rice also, and then you feel like, wow, this is really. And when I used to enter this kind of a house where there was a housewarming ceremony, I still remember, and there was this and I was like, I am so hungry, I was least bothered about congratulating people or just anything. I was like, I want to have food now, because it was so, it kind of it really, I would say it created hunger inside of me, okay. It's like it makes you hungry. This kind of a fragrance that it has, it really makes you hungry. You try that. I don't know, the Indian ladies would be knowing, the Asian ladies who cook in their kitchens, and when this is that aromatic fragrance everywhere, every person will just come into the kitchen and like, when are we eating? What's cooking? Okay, so this kind of thing happens, and that's really something I feel it's really wonderful. And this is what it brings me back, those memories of India, when I used to be invited somewhere and I was going with my family, and I was like all the time to my parents, when are we going to eat, when are we going to eat, because of the wonderful nice fragrance that used to be there. Yeah, and I was the happiest to eat. But I used to see that they were nicely in the rice, so My mother used to carefully take it and put it on the sides in order to avoid any kind of stuff. And she used to tell us, for me, I didn't know. And she was to say, no, we are not supposed to eat the leaves, we leave it. And even the pepper balls, don't eat it, it's too spicy. Yeah. So, so this kind of things used to happen. It is also an insect repellent. When you burn bay leaves, it repels insects. Or, you keep a kind of, what you call it, a branch of bay leaves, you tie it outside your door, because I see sometimes people here do that, especially during summers, or near the windows, and it will avoid the flies or, any kind of insects to come into your house. It just repels, it just the smell of it, okay, the odor of it just repels the insect. Secondly, for us, it's very, very good because it is a relaxant. It soothes the anxiety, and hence people who are very anxious and all, then as I told you at the beginning of the video, you can brew this little bit of tea with bay leaves, with cinnamon, and then you have it, and then it really, really feels nice. But yes, one more thing I have to tell you, and which is very, very important, is keyword balance. Okay, never use too much of bay leaves, boiling too much of bay leaves in water and all, because it's like a sedative afterwards. Okay, it gives sleepiness. It almost, I would say, it kind of creates a very dizziness or sleepy kind of, you a bit of trance. I would almost say that it takes one into trance also. And so never use too much of bay leaves, because for some of the people it can also create the very slow breathing, and because of that, other problems can happen. So just, as we use cinnamon, as we use cardamom, in the same way, half of the bay leaf, you just put it when you are making, when you're brewing your infusion or your tea also. All right, and then you have to also remember is that, I'll take you a bit into the history and then we come back to the medicine part also, is that the bay leaves, basically, they were considered as something of praise and honor also, like in the Greek, the Greek used to use the bay leaves. I think in many holy scriptures also the bay leaves are mentioned, especially Western side, is that they used to make a kind of a crown of the bay leaves, and then they used to put it on the winner, on the person who was victorious. They used to put this bay leaf on their heads, and they were declaring them as the winners. They were considered, that it was considered to be the person who wore it was somebody who was famous, who was intelligent, who was somebody who had faced challenge and who had won. So imagine the significance of this little bay leaf of ours. Yeah, when you see it next time, remember that if you have it, means you are famous, you're victorious. Yeah, you have to remember that. Okay, and I'm going to give you the magical things also later on. So in the medicine side, when we come back after a little bit of history, there is that in the medicine thing also, it's also considered as the anti-inflammatory, it is considered. Okay, so whenever some people have throat problems, coughs, bad cough, then the bay leaves can be used either through alimentation, through cooking process that we use usually. Okay, or it can be used in the form of essential oils, and it promotes hair growth also, the bay leaves. And also they say that when you soak, I have not tried it, so this, if you have tried this, you will let me know, because they say that you have to soak the bay leaves in the water, and then you just rub it on your scalp. After soaking it in water, it becomes a bit, a bit softer, and then you just, rub it on your scalp, and then this is a dandruff treatment also. So this little bay leaf of ours is doing so many things. Now you have to know something, is that the pregnant women and the women who are feeding mothers also should not use bay leaves, in the sense the tea and all. Of course, in the cooking it's unavoidable, especially in the Asian cooking, it's very, very unavoidable, I would say. But when it comes to having the tea with bay leaves, infused bay leaves and things like that, you should not use it if you're a caring lady, or if you are a feeding mother also, because what is there inside of it is that it is going to create sleepiness or shortness of breath, and that can create a problem to the fetus and also to the baby, because you're feeding your baby. Okay, so don't do that. So use it only when you are cooking. Okay, then for the bay leaves, it also helps in regulating, like lowering of blood sugar levels. So they say that it is quite important, like if a person incorporates bay leaves in their diet, then it can help in the blood sugar level, to lower down the blood sugar level, and also with the cholesterol level it helps to stabilize the cholesterol levels also. So imagine, this bay leaf of ours is really, really wonderful. It has so many health benefits also, right? Thing about the bay leaves is also that it helps to remove toxins from your body. So it helps the kidney somehow, because when you are drinking this kind of a tea, or in your cuisine also, in the soups that have bay leaves also, what does it do? It will promote the urination, and it will also remove the toxin, because when we urinate more, what are we doing is also we are removing all the toxins of the body. Okay, it's like sweating also, it's like we remove all the toxins of our body, and then whatever is toxic gets out of our body through these ways, right? So this is also one of the health benefits of our bay leaves. Now when we are coming to the magical properties of our bay leaf, now we come to bay leaf magic. And now what is the bay leaf magic? If you're feeling really down, if you don't feel good, what you have to do is that means you're infected with negative energies for sure. Okay, if you're coming from somewhere and you don't feel good, that means you got some negative energies, or some people have come to your place and they have left some negative vibes back. Then what do you have to do is you have to burn the bay leaves along with camphor. You can burn it, or you can burn it along with sage. Okay, the sage leaves also, these are very, very wonderful leaves. I'll speak about it also later on. So with the sage also, you can burn the bay leaves, and you just completely you purify your house with this, and then you open the doors and windows, and instantly you will feel that kind of wow energy, and you'll feel so good, because there is this kind of some kind of clarity will come inside of you suddenly, and then your energies will be completely revived. The positive energies will start reviving inside of you, and not just that, but also you will start, it's like a mood booster also. So you start feeling nice inside of you, you'll start feeling better inside of you. Okay, so this is one of the protection things that you can do with the bay leaves. Now the second magic of the bay leaves, what you can do is that it's a nice one. It will take you to your childhood. What you can do is you can take some bay leaves. Okay, take some bay leaves and pierce them with some wooden stuff like that, and like few bay leaves, or if you want more also, you do that and you make a small crown of it. Okay, or you can just have 1 2 3 like that, you can do like that, and you can make a small crown with these bay leaves, and then on Sunday or on Thursday, you just put it any time of the day. Okay, you just put this crown and you just stand in front of the mirror, and you just look at the mirror and you say, I am praiseworthy, I am becoming famous for the good things that I am doing, I am attracting abundance in my life. You look into the mirror and you keep saying this. Okay, because you're wearing this crown, and you are telling the world, when you're looking into the mirror, you're telling the world is that I am all of this. Okay, and do it on Thursdays and do it on Sundays also, and you will see some kind of changes will start happening inside of you, and these bay leaves are going to do their magic. Very subtly they will do it, but they will do it surely. You will see that. Now the bay leaves, the most common magics that you must be knowing about the bay leaves is that you take a bay leaf, and then with a marker pen, first of all you write your name, okay, upon it. Okay, and whatever is your wish, you can write it below. Okay, you write your name here, and whatever is your wish, you write it here, and behind you can say, I have got it. Okay, I have got it. You can write that. Okay, so now there are two ways to execute this magic. Is that the first thing is that you burn it. You burn it entirely in a fire resistant bowl, whatever you have written. While reading that, okay, you should say I, your name, and then whatever is your wish, and then I have got it. Okay, and then you burn the whole thing, and whatever the ash that you have collected, you disperse it in Mother Nature, and she takes care of your wish. Okay, she sends it all through the universe. Secondly, what you can do is you can just take the thing, and as I said, what you have to write is I, your name, and then tak tak, whatever your wish is. It's like you want money, so you will write the amount, exact amount, in what currency also. You write it, and then I have got it. You write that, and you put it under your pillow when you sleep. Okay, and every, like, you can keep it for about 5 days, because 5 is the number of change over here, and after 5 days you will burn it like we did in the same way, and then you disperse the ashes in Mother Nature. The third thing what you can do is, after you have done that, you just bury your wish in the Mother Earth's in the Mother Earth. You will bury it, and the Mother Earth will just kind of I would say, strengthen that, and she will pass on this message of yours everywhere around. She sends these vibes everywhere around, because your wish is under that. And when you're doing it, you do it with full respect towards the Mother Earth. And I would like to tell you is, don't use anything very sharp to dig the Mother Earth, okay? Because imagine if somebody is digging into you like that, you will not like it. So what you have to do is that very softly, you just prepare the Mother Earth first, and then a bit of water and things, and then I would do it with a very something very gentle. Okay, and then like maybe a small, like a kind of a spoon also I would use it, and little bit by little bit I will do it, and then I just put it, my wish, whatever it is. It's for a job, it's for your finances, it's for a love, a soulmate, or a love partner, a good husband, a good wife, a house, a vehicle, your studies, whatever it is, your wish. You have written it down, and you have written your name it down, and I have got it, I've said, and then you've put it, and then you immerse it. I would say, sorry, you would bury it in Mother Earth, and she will take care of your wish afterwards. Okay, and do it with full respect towards the Mother Earth when you do that. Okay, now there is another one that you can do, is that you can take your bay leaf, and now what you can do is that if you want your wallet to remain abundant, then take a small bay leaf and just leave it in your wallet, and like that you are attracting notes in your wallet. This is like the invitation to notes. You don't write anything, you just say, okay, I am putting you in my wallet, please attract abundance, financial abundance for me, and then you just put it and you leave it at that. Okay, and let it be there till it is in good form, and if it starts breaking and all, then you just remove everything. Again, you can just put it in Mother Nature, and then you replace it with another small bay leaf. All right, what you can also do is that you can take some essential oil of Lorien nobilis. Okay, now what do you do about it is that, for example, I take my bay leaf, and on that only I put the essential oil of it. Now the essential oil, when I am putting it, I'm not going to touch it. Okay, either you put it with a pipette, okay, and then if you have a earbud, you just spread it over Italy sursa. Okay, we are going to spread it on it, and when we are doing it, we are saying our wish. Okay, we are saying this wish of ours, whatever it is in our heart, whatever we want in our life, so much badly that we want it. So now we are just spreading that oil, and then afterwards we are going to burn it. Okay, and we burn it in a fire resistant bowl, otherwise your neighbors, otherwise somebody is going to complain about it. All right, so we are going to do that. And also during the rising moon, also the best time to do it is during the rising moon. Whatever you want to rise in your life, be it finances, be it your success, your fame, your relations, good relationships, then you start it when the moon is going towards the rising moon. And whatever you want to reduce also the negativity, then you do it when the moon is going towards the new moon. Okay, that when the size is reducing, that time you do whatever you don't want in your life. And rising is, the rising moon is like when I want something. Okay, so this is that waxing waning moon effect that it has upon us. And you have to remember that we are a part of the universe, so we are all linked. All the planets are linked to us, and we are linked to all the planets. And imagine the moon up there, it creates waves on the earth here. Okay, so those people who say that, oh no, there is no connection and all, excuse me, we are all connected. Okay, 10 days the sun doesn't come out, how are you going to feel depressed, down, and low in morale? People are going to fall sick also. Okay, the whole mother nature is going to feel sad too. Okay, so this is how, even if the sun is so much far, we need it. Okay, so we are linked. Okay, we have to understand that we all are linked. We're a family, we are a whole universe within ourselves. Okay, so we are all interconnected, and this is why the moon also, we are using the manifestation techniques during the period, the phases of the moon. Okay, then if you have a manifestation box, like you have manifested things and you have a manifestation box, then you can also keep the bay leaf in that, because the bay leaf is a kind of a catalyst to your manifestation. It will always give it some fuel. Okay, it's like in your car, you need to put fuel so that it runs, right? So this is how you need the bay leaf also. It is like a catalyst. It's the fuel to your manifestation process also. So in your manifestation box, or on your planner board, or your visual board, or your plan, or your planner of your, whatever are you, is a planner or a diary of yours, where you write down whatever your wishes, you just put it in that. One bay leaf is enough, and that you just close it. Okay, then you can also use the bay leaf in your room also. You can just put one bay leaf in your room, right in front of it. You can maybe just write a small note to yourself also. Okay, and you just put it in front of you, and so whenever you look at it, you just give that vibe of happiness to it, and it gives you back what you are looking for, what you are wanting so much in your life. So these are all the magic things regarding the bay leaves. And yes, one more thing about the bay leaves, which they used to use in the past, when there was the, there used to be some people in the past, and they were like, they used to get into trance, there are many saints, who used to get into trance in order to reach to the other realms. Okay, and I would say a trance is a phase when you somehow, it's about the travel. Okay, it's about the travel where you can go so fast that you cross that time barrier and you break through it. I will tell you some of my very interesting experiences that I have had in my life. I will tell you one after we have done with all this. There are a lot of videos that I would like to make on my own experience, my own journey, and how I could, travel, and all the information that could come so much ahead of time also. Yeah, but it's good and it's bad also. Okay, having too much information can be very, very bad. And if a person who doesn't know how to handle that information, if a person doesn't know how to use these powers, then the person is in a mess. I have to say that. So you have to be spiritually very, very grounded, very, very strong, in order to tap into these kind of powers also. Otherwise, you're going to destroy yourself. Okay, so you have to know that with power comes great responsibility. Otherwise, it is just total destruction. We are seeing it all in the world. People who have power, what they are doing, destroying the world. Yeah. Well, so coming back to our subject is that they used to use the bay leaves. They used to create the smoke of the bay leaves, and in the olden times, and there were some kind of people who used to, who were those days they were considered in those communities they were considered to be very, very spiritual people, so they could get into a kind of as I said, the trance phase or something like that, just with the smells of it. Don't do that, okay? I'm just telling it for your information. Never do that. Don't do that. Because they, as I said, with greater power comes greater responsibilities, okay? So unless and until you're reached very high in your spiritual journey, then that's a different story altogether. Otherwise, no, you will not do that. So they used to do that, and they used to get the clairvoyance, they could see, like, they could just see in the smoke whatever they were wanting answers for. It was just like it was creating a kind of an oracle, okay, at that time. And through that oracle, they could get in touch with different realms, and they could seek their answers, or they could actually see what they wanted, the answers for the answers they could see in those times. Now, if you want to increase your clairvoyance also, the thing is that, as I said, for protection, what do? We just burn this with a bit of camphor. So that you can also do, and a bit of camphor or bit of sage also. And when you do that also, after that, when you have ventilated your house, just sit in meditation, quiet in meditation. And at that time, you will see that your mind, that clutter that is in your mind, that I have to do this, I have to do that, blah, 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 everything is cut off. And you are just there in the present. And when you're in the present, all the answers appear from above. You have to know that, okay? So this is how it will come to you. This is how those answers will come to you, that clarity will come to you. And I would like to highly recommend that do the purification of your entire house with sage and bay leaves, burning of that, okay? You can just take one bay leaf, and you can also take a few. This thing, you can actually get a bundle of sage also, that is there, that you can put all of this together, and then you just burn a little bit, and then you go in each room and you smoke each room with it, and you open all your doors and windows, okay? And if you have problems with the smoke alarms and all, well, I don't know how you're going to handle it, but otherwise you definitely can do this for your purification, or for those who have really those kind of things that you can't do it, then what you do, that if you get sage oil, and if you get the bay leaf laureus nobilis oil, just one drop of bay leaf oil, and that oil you just put it in your diffuser and let it diffuse in your house, but ventilate your house when you're doing it, okay? And that is going to get the clarity of your mind, and that also is going to increase your intuitive powers also, okay? So that was it, my dear ones, from my side about our little bay. Keep the bay and keep all the problems at bay. All right, my dear ones, so thank you for listening, and I would like to know what is bay leaf called in your country, okay? And what do you use it for? Basically, in your country, what do you use it for? And do you have any other magic in your country, or you must have heard of, that you would like to share with us? Please do share in my comment section. I would like to know more about it. So thank you very much for listening. Please do like, share, and do comment. And I shall see you next time with another spice magic. Bye-bye. God bless. Bye.